How we doing out there? This is your man Nico B, and this is the Black Effect. I want to go ahead and get into this quickly, man. For the brothers, it's key that you tap in with the youth today. It's like if there will be no hope for the black community and the black race if we don't, and just black people as a whole, like, and in general, for like, and it's gonna spill out to just people in general, but there will be no hope for the community and as we know it, as we knew it, as the black community. Black people are in America will be start to become not only more impoverished, they're gonna start to become extinct if they don't if we don't school the youth. Like, it can't just be women being looked at as being valued or valuing the life and valuing their own lives, taught to value their lives, and black boys not taught to value. Like, if we discarded all of the black boys just and threw them away, like if we were that barbaric, what do you think how could the community thrive? The men are the one who plant the seeds. I mean, how could this even thrive? Like, or you have some women with the Cynthia G mindset, just basically saying just abort, with the abort black babies mindset, black boys, and we know this is an actual narrative. If this was said, if a black man got on YouTube talking about abort black girls and black women, aborting young black babies, black female babies, he would be banned off YouTube. There'll be pitchforks, people chasing him with pitchforks and flaming torches. You understand? We know this, but the rhetoric is allowed for black boys. You also have this fear mongering that's taking place, telling them that the police is out to get them and everybody's out to get them. And man, that's ridiculous. But see, that again, that's something that's not just relegated to black boys. This is something that's being done to just men all around the world. This is something that's being done to men in America, especially. This is something that's being done especially to men in America, and that's this fear mongering and propaganda, and telling them, making them feel like everyone's against them. More and more, you have more natural incels today. You have more of the men who've helped build the country, those type of men, the men who will stand up, who you can depend on. Those men are getting demonized and falsely accused and things like that and set up, and they're getting fed up. So that's what I'm saying. You have this going on all across America. But in the black community, in our community, the young black boys are just vulnerable. They're just vulnerable like sitting ducks. They're more vulnerable, like, I'm not gonna say more vulnerable than the women because they can fend for themselves, like they have more strength, but they are like sitting ducks, man, when it comes to just the the mental, spiritual aspects of life, the self-worth aspects, the work ethic. These things have to be taught. This shouldn't be the exceptions to the rule when these things are taught. Like, I grew up in a time where most of the kids and guys didn't have their fathers. This same cycle has continued and continued. Now, that is a true thing that Cynthia G talks about. The single mother epidemic, like the single, it doesn't matter who did what. Like, yes, both parties should have made it work. But if the man runs off, like, at that point, it's final. Like, if you ran off, and a lot of men did, you just ran off and left your kids. Some, had they issues with the baby mama, and some had legitimate reasons why they couldn't make it work and all that. I get that. But a lot of men ran off. Let's just be real. And at the end of the day, man, you cannot get along with the baby mama, but I know some of them can be pure hell, But you cannot get along with the baby mama and still do for your kid and raise your kid right And you women should never prevent that. Women should never prevent a man from raising his child if he wants to, raising them the correct way. Being in his life. You shouldn't be emasculating the father in front of the son. But brothers, like, we have to step up, man, and basically just take the reins. Like, I don't want to, it's a bunk. We've already debunked all the lies. We figured out, who did what. Yes, equal blame on both sides for the men and the women. But if we continue with these smoke screens and staying in the same position of arguing all that instead of building and working together like that, it takes you have people basically like just they'd rather stay in this victimhood mentality. And we know the hustlers and all of the race bait hustlers and the things, Al Sharptons and et cetera, who've basically robbed the black community and kept them in the stupor and kept them stagnated, because we know that they don't want to solve these problems, because it'll take away from them monetarily and put them out of business. So black men, the intelligent black men, have to do for themselves, basically. They have to do with the backing of the Most High God himself, the backing of Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit, man. We have to take it on our backs and put the onus on us to basically, like my partner Dennis Spurler said, shout out to him, to mentor these young black boys and a lot of these, for lack of a better term, bastard children. You understand? That's up to us. And I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, you don't have to put a fortune behind it. I'm not saying that. Just some of your time sometime, man. You see a young brother or something like that. So I see a lot of these young black boys and they're looking for that male guidance. They don't, because it's a unique time in the black community right now. Where the foolishness of the music is being called out. The music isn't totally running the culture anymore, because now you have YouTube contrasting it. The brothers of YouTube and celebrities basically coming from YouTube and things. You don't have to just rap and do. And we know also, we see a lot of entrepreneurs, like just from, like I said, YouTube also. Not just from doing videos, but they do videos and show you what they actually do. You see, like, young black boys have eyes to see now and be revealed. They don't have to be trapped in these gangs. When you see these men who will throw their life away, try to go kill another person, another man or woman for some money, those people lack any hope. They don't have any hope for the future. You understand? Or they don't have any hope for themselves, like, to be able to amass that money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, look, I'm not excusing. Now, some of them are just some greedy, and it's still no excuse, even if you don't, if you're an adult and you're doing that, it's still no excuse, man. I don't care if you're in poverty. A lot of people been in poverty at one time, but that's no excuse to go, try to kill another person or another man or woman, or child. But my thing is, like, in the black community here, in our community, we just have a unique thing going on. Like I said, hip hop has, the smoke screen's been lifted. Rappers have been looked at as phony. WWE, not all of them, But when I'm saying these things, I'm not saying all. I'm never saying all. So let me go ahead and continue. But rappers are getting, like, the veil pulled off the industry, period. Again, you have black men in the cemetery and in jail. You have those who done been through it all, the realest ones that you could have named, done everything. They'll tell you the path of all this gangbanging and foolishness and trying to sell some pills and doing all this running around, basically nigga shit, that it end you in one or two places, man. And then your final resting place is Tales from the Hood showed you that. No, that was a movie, but all these movies allude to truth. It shows you where your final resting place will be. Not in the cemetery. Not, it was another level to that cemetery that they were in. Remember that? You know, when he told him the story about Crazy K, and he was like, man, what happened? Oh, Bulldog. Oh, what's going on? And he opened the casket and their bodies is in there, you know, and then the devil tell him like, man, you know, welcome to hell. This is your final, this is where you're going to spend eternity. You will rather follow people in, you know, and I'm speaking to all people, but definitely talking to the brothers and sisters. You will rather abandon God, follow the world. You would rather chase money, follow some nigga you know in the ghetto, your big homie. You'd rather follow him. You'd rather follow your homeboy, you who don't know nothing, who ain't been on this earth many years, don't, you know what I'm saying, can't really offer much or do much for themselves, don't have your best interests at heart. Who, when you get locked up or stuff, they'll either tell on you or don't care, or you ain't gonna get no money from them, nothing. You'd rather follow them than the Most High God. Why aren't you a soldier in the army of the Lord? Why? Just ask yourself that. Read the Bible. Why haven't you read the Bible for yourself? The Bible, there was a acronym that I like that's used for the Bible: basic instructions before leaving Earth. And that makes a lot of sense. But this is a significant book that's been around since the beginning. This is one of the books that's the best. This one of the best selling and most published book. This is the most published book. So significant. So even if you aren't you aren't spiritual at the moment, it's a book that you can use for learning and knowledge. Anything like, why aren't you getting this type of things, knowledge and things that can help you go further in life, instead of putting all of your weight into things that can end you up in the grave or in jail? You have to ask yourself, like, why would you do that? Ask yourself that. If you know, if you have a homeboy or a partner, or if you have, you know, a brother or a little cousin or whatever, you see a young one of your young brothers on the street, and he going out to do something, go back and ride on the ops. He go and get a gun and ride on the ops and do some stuff like that, and you don't stop him. You don't care nothing about that person. Let's just be real. You don't care about them. Like, you should stop them. And I'm not saying physically, like, if you don't know them, like, you know, physically try to grab the gun. Nah, but you should give them a word of wisdom and understand, like, and if this is your partner, you should definitely physically stop them from going out there and doing and ruining their life, because you got to look like, this is real man logic. How you gonna have some ops anyway? For one, you know, what you talking about, a person coming from one neighborhood to the next? Like, why y'all beefing over a neighborhood? First of all, it's like, and if that's the case, we gonna call the police and we gonna get them involved right off the top, because we know that niggas will do one thing. Niggas are like, they'll kamikaze. They'll walk around and kill a nigga quick. They'll kill another black man quick. They'll walk around kamikaze themselves, get their head blown off in the hood. But when it comes to that white man, when they see the white man with them badges, and that's when all the shit stop. Everything stop. Niggas start jumping. They could have a bazooka. Niggas start jumping and tucking. They dropping it. They like, oh, and we know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, stop the press. Stop trying to terrorize y'all and buck up to your own neighborhood and your people. Like, that's just a mechanism of of inadequacy is what it is. That's what it is. It's a mechanism of inadequacy, and it shows. You understand? That's like a bully, you know, but then when it comes time for a real man for them to step to somebody or something like that, they don't want to do it. It's like, and that's what I'm saying, like, when it comes to the brothers in your neighborhood, that's why you have to be that beacon that basically that you have to basically police that your community. You understand? And like I said, and don't be, and it's not no problem for you to call the police or be that's the people you pay. That at that point, that's your gang. That's your reinforcements. I mean, if you one man, or you know what I'm saying, one man can only do so much at the end of the day. But that's your reinforcements. Like, that's the gang you have. Like, at the end of the day, the people, like I say, niggas in the hood is only allowed to do certain things. They only allowed to do it. And that's why you also have to look. Black men have to start, like I said, start your own police force in your neighborhood. They need neighborhood watches. You need to give it to other men in your neighborhood, other real men. That's why a lot of black men, and I see why, again, man, this is the sad thing. A lot of you niggas prove a lot when you really look into it. Some of y'all niggas, man, prove Cynthia G right. And I'm sad to say that, but y'all do. A lot of y'all prove her right. It's sad, but it's the exceptions to the rule in the black community of real men. It's except like of men, like real talk. It's exceptions. Like these men, like, and it don't matter how much money they got, whatever. It's like these are exceptions to the rule when it should be the other way around. That's why the black community is in the shambles that it is, and the women have a hand in it too. It's not no blame. It's the 50-50 blame has already been laid. I've already gave the judgment, because you see those women continue to reinforce those men. Why don't you? They don't reinforce the righteous brothers. You understand? They don't seek them out. Like, if one thing, you're not going to be able to get them if you can't, the darkness don't have no mix with the light. You can't even get you a good brother, like, one who can stay out of prison and out the jails and out of the grave, because because the real men and the just decent men who like I said, who keeping their nose clean, they don't want to associate with a baby daddy that you have who is a felon and nigga, you know what I'm saying? You got all this drama with them. They'll never associate themselves with that. Ever. That'll never happen. But for you brothers, man, like I say, you need to just it's time to do some manning, man. And for the young brothers, I salute y'all for waking up. And at least you have a lot of young brothers who follow my channel. You have a lot of brothers who follow the brothers on YouTube who are positive, who are giving you, it's a million ways to make money at this moment in time. Who are the brothers? I salute y'all for the brothers who telling y'all the truth and not keeping y'all stuck in the in that nigga mindset. At the end of the day, that's all I can call it, for the lack of a better word. It's a mindset, man. And you have white niggas too. You got Hispanic niggas. You feel me? We already know that. These niggas do the same thing. But for the most part, I gotta salute you. And we know this, man. You gotta salute the Hispanic community. I tip my hat off to them and I salute them. For the most part, when I'm in certain neighborhoods, and it don't matter where they are, it don't matter if they're in the ghetto, what you consider to be the ghetto or low income housing, you still paying an arm and a leg. Most people can't even afford housing. You know what I'm saying? Go to California, niggas is homeless, can't even afford no housing. But you don't appreciate what you got. That's another problem with us. You gotta appreciate things that you have, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate what you blessed with, the car you got, the house you got. You don't have to have that. You in Section 8 housing, man. You ain't even paying for that junk. Like, you ain't even paying full price. There's people who ain't got no home. Appreciate what you have. But that's one thing I can say about my Hispanic brethren, is they take care of everything that they get wherever they are. They treat it like it's, and I understand why, because they come and they go to show you that black people, a lot of black men are spoiled. A lot of them, like, it's sad to say, like, a lot of you, and we see white men are spoiled to like a high degree. They really are. And we recognize this. It's not just me saying this, brother. To my white brethren, it's your women have said this. Your women have already broken your pathology down. They've already done it. And if you notice, then, but they're the same way, like Kyle and Karen. Well, if you notice, like how if you speak to like an attorney, or a doctor, or a Caucasian, like, or somebody like that who actually holds a position of power, those are some of the most arrogant people that you've ever spoken with. They think they know everything and don't know much. You understand? They don't, and it's like that stuff there. That's, pride comes before the fall. But Hispanics and the Spanish community, man, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not saying that they just the most noble of people or whatever. I mean, and I salute the Asians. Asians are kind of similar, but I'm mostly I'm in Texas, and I mostly stay around, and deal with the Black and Hispanic community. I don't and Caucasian community. It's not many Asians that I'm in the vicinity of, but if you see the Hispanic community, they take care of their things and value all the stuff that they have. They not terrorizing their neighborhoods. They on the come up, and that's why they trumping Black people. They gonna trump us, like they gonna do that soon. Like, it's only the language barriers and things like that that's stopping it. Because it's like niggas just want to. Niggas is on some like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been seeing some things lately, like this, just like, it's like y'all can't be real. Y'all can't. I mean, this can't be real. Like I'm going to bat for niggas, like, bro. But y'all proving Cynthia G right, bro. Like, this stuff is getting proven right. Like I'm starting to be like, whoa. Even it's just like, come on, man. And again, I don't want to keep pointing Cynthia G out like she, trying to demonize her or nothing like that. No, you just know her rhetoric. She has a certain type of content, and if you listen, like, you'll know what I'm saying. And once you go listen to it, I don't advise it. As a Black man, it's not productive for you. If you're a Black man who actually, is a productive Black man and have things going on, it's not productive for you to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't apply to you, for one. For two, it's gonna frustrate you because it's problematic for the youth, the young Black boys and the kids. It's really like, it's not doing anything. It's just for them to, make money. And really, this is something that men should be touching on, really. Like, it's enough to teach to the women. Like, it's a 50-50 responsibility. She needs to be, teaching the women. But I get, it is, to be honest, it is a thing. Like I said, this, Black women, you do need to just stop having children, period. Not Black, I'm talking about Black women. You need to stop having Black girls and Black boys for a little period of time right now. Yes. Until Black men sort out, where they at with it. Do you want to follow? And the Black men is going to have a clash with the ones who want to still be in foolishness and terrorize their neighborhood, keep their neighborhood enslaved, and basically follow Satan himself. We need to pinpoint those people, get those people up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you missed one. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High ain't happy with that. And you know how he get down when when he get pissed and people keep doing that foolishness. Like, God want to save his chosen people alive, man. He love Black folks, man. He love everyone. Definitely, but God, has favor has favor on the melanated people because he chose them to be the first on the earth. Doesn't mean he doesn't, like, again, favor doesn't mean anything. You can have favor from Jesus Christ died on the cross to give everyone favor, so, but you have to think about this. God chose the Black people. He chose the melanated people to be the first of the races. This was his choice. You need to take some pride in that. You have to remember where you come. Quit listening. You being brainwashed over here. Like I say, don't abandon. The last thing you need to do is abandon God, abandon the Most High. That's the last thing you need to do. Don't just because you saw Christianity get whitewashed with a white Jesus, that doesn't mean anything. If anybody with common sense knows that that's not what Jesus Christ looked like, and it don't matter. That don't matter what he looked like. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand that you have, life is short and you have a purpose. If you're not fulfilling your purpose ain't to come here and just be some rumble tumble nigga throwing your life away. That's definitely not your purpose. Then you have some of y'all have kids, man. Do better. Let's do better for them. With that being said, I don't want to make this video too long, man, but I'll make this video 3 hours if I have to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to do more on this. As I touch on, like, niggas just want to hear some entertainment all the time. As I touch on entertaining videos and do those, and, you know, I have the Rap Raider series and things like that. Y'all see this, people tend to loving the Snake Dog video. Y'all love, you know, people loving the entertainment. You feel me? Like, why y'all love some entertainment, but these are the videos y'all need to be paying attention to. You know, have the Awakening podcast I've started up. Go pay attention to that, man. When I see young black brothers, I'm finna, you know, plug them into the channel. Y'all need to watch stuff like this. Tiario, you know, watch stuff like Dennis Sperling. Man, Dennis Sperling is a lawyer, chopping it up, man. You know, you even got, I forget the other guy's name, the lead attorney. You know what I'm saying? Another black lawyer, man. Like, you got a lot of brothers kicking, you know, really doing some great things out here. And, you know, you still got so many of the youth gravitating to the foolishness, man. We need to dead that. You understand? Again, the black men have to stand up and create a separation, nigga. And you coward ass niggas, if you gonna be a coward and not be willing to just, I don't want nothing to do with it, get your ass out. We gonna group you in too. Like, we gonna wait for you. But once this few, and it's why I say, man, we need Jesus Christ himself behind us. But once this few group of capable, strong men start standing in the breach against these knucklehead nigga nonsense terrorists of the community, once they start, just stand against them. I'm talking about just take a stark stance. Be like, nigga, take away resources from them, take away all avenues, standing gear up against to let them know, like, look, you can't come over here, you know, or it's gonna be a problem. You know, all it, just that type of stance, create like NRA groups, militias, not militia, but what do you call those? Just groups like homeowners association groups and things like that, and just groups of the brothers, pockets of groups of the brothers, like how Farrakhan links up in the communities, just like that. Once of righteous brothers just stand against, like, you're gonna see more of the Muslim FOI brothers, like, and the ISUPK brothers standing up. When you just do that, then, only then, will you see any improvement in the black community, and you'll start to have that element that of the knucklehead nigga shit just drop off. It'll start to get wiped out by just natural selection. It's just gonna drop off. You understand? Because the kids are gonna start having things to gravitate to. The youth are gonna have the beacon to look forward to, hope. You know, instead of just have that fall into that nigga shit trap. Now, and after that's done, the coward niggas who want to stand on the sideline, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be white niggas who get involved. It's gonna be, it's gonna be black. But it's gonna be real men and women who will get involved behind that group of black men, and that behind that minority group of black men and women. It's gonna be the Hispanics are gonna get behind it. You know, the Hispanic brothers and sisters, the white brothers and sisters are gonna get behind it. Who in the neighborhood, who don't want their neighborhoods terrorized, and basically who don't want to see the world, who just tired of that shit being perpetuated in the world. Tired of that shit. Like, people getting tired of it. You understand? You can see that with the police. Like, when they come through neighborhoods, they on high alert. You know what I'm saying? And look, they should be. They on high alert. Niggas coming through with big hammers. You know what I'm saying? Cops coming through SWAT. They got vests. They got them face masks, the bullet. Nigga, man, I'm investing in some of that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, when you see the cops come through, they come through big vests, big, you know what I'm saying? They got big hammers knocking stuff down. They don't want to hear nothing. You move wrong, you get shot. That's how they moving. Look at it how B Tatum talk. Like, look, man, I don't have no sympathy, bro. Cause a lot of niggas like it's the way y'all moving out here. You causing that. And the Lord is allowing it to happen. The Lord is sending it because he like, man, the Lord ain't even giving second chance. Because some of you niggas I see some of you niggas out here. Some of you niggas making the choices to do. And again, if you making it like right now, this is where I'm drawing the line in the sand. How Jesus Christ got and drew that line in the sand amongst them dudes who were trying to stone that adulteress. You know what I'm saying? I'm drawing that line in the sand for the brothers right now. When you cross that line right there is no sympathy. You understand? I don't want to hear nothing about a George Floyd or nothing like that. I ain't trying to single him out, but I'm saying we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? We want to see, like, if it's a righteous brother, that get down or something like that, then we gonna get behind that. If you're not trying to judge him or say anything better, but we are making righteous judgment at this point. We have to make the difference. Like, come on, man. People talk crazy. Don't judge. Look, we have to make righteous judgment, man. You do it every day. You judge every day. You know what I'm saying? You make assessments every day. What you want to get semantics with it just because judgment sounds like a word that comes from the Bible and the Lord, and you trying to run from that like Grim Dead. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you try to run from that like it's the light and the roaches, like roaches do to the light, man. So, but if you do that and you cross that line, like we ain't standing behind that, man. We rolling with, niggas like B Tatum, Anthony Brown, Logan. You feel me? Like, that's how we rolling. Ain't no more shame in niggas trying. You be Democrats and you need to be Democrats, and that's how you kill black man. We could go on and on. That's how they didn't kill black people asleep. And I know we've heard some of these talking points, but what killed me is a lot of some of these talking points of truth come from a lot of race bait hustlers, the modern day race hustlers and grifters on YouTube, and it's just sad. But look, all I'm saying is prayers up for the black community, man. Prayers up just, for the state of the world today. Prayers need to just be up, man, for yourself and your family and for your own spirituality and your soul, and that the ability to be able to follow the Most High, man. And because you got to figure out, are you going to make it to heaven? This life is short, man. You never know. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow. None of us. Just because you got a kid or something like that, man, that don't matter. Don't nobody care. God, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody care. Like, the world is wicked. Don't nobody care about children. America do not care about no children. I tell you that. Now, some of you need to wake up and understand, like, you got kids, your life is no longer yours. Your life belongs to your child. You need to be, devoting your life to doing better, allowing them to have it better than you had it. But some of you keep them perpetuating the same cycle, man, and I'm sick of that. I don't like that. God don't like that. So with that being said, look, man, brothers, get it together, man. Lock it up. And if you got and for you coward niggas who ain't trying to do nothing, we gon' pinpoint y'all. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done and the smoke clears, we gonna deal with y'all last. We gonna deal with y'all though, but you gotta understand that. You understand? You can't be out of this game. Like the Lord says, you can't. With God, it ain't no in between. You either gonna follow Jesus Christ and do his will for your life. You're gonna obey, or you're gonna go with Satan and do his will for your life. People be like, I don't believe in nothing. I'm atheist. It don't matter. It don't matter to God. You still gonna get, you just become fool. You just become sheep, because the other group of people who know, that Satan is the owner of the earth and get gifts. Now they using you. You know what I'm saying? They sweeping you up. They coming and getting a piece of you and bringing, using you. You get used. But the people of the Most High, we standing against all of that to try to prevent you from getting used and standing against them. But we get fought against, oh man, here he comes with that talking that Jesus stuff. That stuff. I bet a lot of people when they get on these parts of the video, niggas, it's like right over their head. You know what I'm saying? Right over, and that's a shame. Come on, man. Get with it, bro. Get with the program. We need to jump 0 to 60. And only from only Jesus Christ himself can do that, can power you to do that. We've done that in history, throughout history. But throughout history, we've been spiritual people. We've done that throughout history though. it's a miracle in itself that you have black billionaires right now. You have black millionaires, people who jump 0 to 6. Some of them have done it through usury and the powers of Satan. But you also have a lot of black men, like I said, like Dennis Sperling, the lead attorney, a lot of black men, like myself, who's made it so far, and attained, actually attain things for themselves, and intelligent, spiritual, righteous men who, help a lot of people, do a lot of things on earth. So it's just a miracle in itself. And black women themselves have done a lot of things and came to, as far as they've came from, being raped and just basically sold as cattle. Can't even, your children's gone. Now you can have your own, raise righteous kids. Like, take pride in that. All right. That being said, it's your man, Nico B. I'm gone. Black Effect.